This past week, I have been playing one game. It's not Apex Legends. It's not Star Wars The Old Republic, although I lie, I have been playing that, but just for the videos you see on my channel. It's not Elden Ring, because it's not out yet as of this video. I want it now! But of course, as you've probably guessed, and because it's literally in the title of this video, Lost Ark. Up until about a week or so ago, I didn't even know this game existed, as I'm sure neither did most of you. I'd been seeing odd tweets about it, and then more and more tweets, until eventually even my favourite content creators started making videos about it. So I caved. I bought myself a Silver Founders Pack, managed to play for a couple of days before the official launch, and basically all my free time has gone to this game. But alas, we're not here to discuss where I currently am in the game. We're here to discuss what the game is like for a brand new player. Now, I myself am still learning all the ins and outs of Lost Ark, but so far I've put about 30 hours into this game, so I think I'm qualified enough to talk about at least the early game content. Prologue stuff, basically. So, without further ado, here is the new player experience of Lost Ark. Now, the first thing you need to know, the game is free. You can go to Steam and download it at no cost. As mentioned, I bought the Silver Founders Pack, though these are no longer available since they were exclusive to the first 3 days before launch, since they came with early access to the game and other founder exclusive goodies. Of course, you could buy yourself a starter pack to get you going, but I guess that depends on you and how much you'd like to spend. Anyway, you've downloaded the game, and the first thing you may notice, it takes a while to boot. Even people who have high-end PCs seem to run into it taking a while. Maybe just go get yourself a drink while you wait. It takes about 2 minutes in total. Upon the game starting up, after taking in the music and a rather adventurous screen, you're tasked in choosing your server, and the game defaults your server selection to your location in the world. Now, unlike other MMOs, the game does not distinguish each server by language, whereas in others you've got an English-speaking server, a French one, a German one, etc. At this time, Lost Ark doesn't do this. At the moment, everything is up in the air on how many players there are of a certain language in each server. For example, in my server, it seems most people speak French, but that may change over time. Once you've chosen your server, you're greeted to the class selection screen. Here you have 5 starting classes to choose from. Warrior, Mage, Martial Artist Female, Martial Artist Male, Gunner Male, Gunner Female, and Assassin. Now, you might be wondering, well, that's more than 5. Why do some classes have a gender next to them? Well, this is because, for now at least, classes are gender locked. So warriors can only be male, mages female, assassins female, etc. To some, this is a deal breaker. To others, not really. This may change in the future, but we will just have to see what happens. For the purpose of this video, and, well, because he's my main, I went with the warrior since it's one of the easiest classes to learn. So from here you get to customize your character as you would in any sort of MMO. You do get quite a range of faces to choose from and can amend various aspects to your liking, such as your hair and other facial features. You can even change the environment and armor to see how your character might look in the future. A few downsides outside of the class being gender locked is that you can't change your body size, and your beard color is linked to your actual hair color, which is a shame, but not a deal breaker. I had already prepared my character's appearance prior to recording this footage, so let's take a gander at how he looks. Yeah. He daddy. Just got to choose a name, and away we go. Oh, okay. No, not yet. Instead, you head to the character selection screen, which has a couple of neat features. There's the option of the Power Pass, which, I'll be honest, it doesn't explain what it is here, but it's nothing to really worry about, at least for now. In the top right is actually something rather neat in my eyes. Across the game, you can earn different cosmetic backgrounds for your characters to stand in front of. I don't think I've seen an MMO do this, though correct me if there is another. You can even choose where your character stands on this screen, and even buy more slots if you feel so inclined. So far, the game doesn't feel too overbearing, right? It could maybe explain a couple of things, but it's not exactly overloading you with information right now, which in my eyes is a good thing. Upon starting the game, each character has their own intro. Here's a snippet of the warriors.
The land of frost. Everything was frozen in Shoeshire through the power of Sirius. A prison of ice to bind the accursed flame demons. But cracks had started to form in the ice. Lord Sirius bade us to find the Warrior of Frost to battle the returning demons.
Welcome to the edge of the world, Trixian. Now follow the path of the light.
And here we are! Now, if you're familiar with games like Diablo or Path of Exile, then you may feel right at home, since movement is controlled with a click of the mouse button. For some, that will be another deal breaker. I know my wrist does hurt from time to time clicking or holding the mouse button to move, but you slowly get used to it. And here is a really great feature in my eyes. Essentially, before choosing your advanced class, you get to try each of them out to see what's right for you. There are some starting classes that only have one advanced class at this time, such as Martial Artist Male and Gunner Female, but otherwise for most, you can try them out before choosing. For Warrior, we have the Berserker, the Gun Lancer, and the Paladin. Let's start with the Berserker. So with this feature, you get to try out the combat. You can summon enemies and try out the abilities in your toolbar. You can even summon a boss if you want to. Berserkers are all about building up rage and using powerful, hard-hitting abilities. Once you've had your fill of trying out one advanced class, why not try another? Perhaps the Gun Lancer, which tends to be more about defense. As for the Paladin, they're all about building up energy to help boost either your blue abilities or yellow abilities, most of which are for supporting other players. I guess my only issue with being able to pick your advanced class right now is that it may feel like a lot. New players like to be eased into their class through real gameplay. I guess this preview mechanic is a means to an end for that. Once you're done testing out abilities, it will soon be time to choose your advanced class. But before we do, I just wanted to review the menu as it appears for a new player. One thing I always hate in a menu is when a game has everything unlocked at once, and so that you have no idea what features are important to your level right there and then. Fortunately, Lost Ark doesn't do this much, and mostly just has the things you need for right now, like achievements. Gotta love achievements, and there's a lot to unlock and plenty of rewards to earn alongside them. You've got your character profile, which gives you a brief lowdown on what your character's stats mean. And oh, you've also got the shop. Oh, okay. They don't want my money right now. There's also collectibles, and look, I'm just going to be straight with you. There's a lot. And most of the collectibles are Makoko seeds. If you're like me, Makoko seeds will basically become an addiction to finding them all. Alright, now we get to choose our advanced class, of which I've gone with the Berserker. Because I'm a basic bitch. Just look at that beefy boy. Goddamn sexy that is. Oh, the sword's cool too. We've also now earned our first achievement. But technically, no, because although it says you've earned one, you don't actually earn it until you've completed all objectives. Which is confusing for everybody really, so bear that in mind. Now we need to talk to Beatrice.
May Regulus bless the path you've chosen.
And what you may be noticing, she isn't speaking past the first line. At first I thought this was perhaps a bug, but no, for most quests, characters only speak the first line of the quest text. It's an odd design choice, but I guess I've gotten used to it. Fortunately, there are sometimes cutscenes to break this up, however. And now, finally, we arrive into the world of Arcasia.
Next stop, Trua, the Forgotten Land.
This music is so banging! We begin with some basic quests. Go here, go grab this. You know, the usual newbie quests. For example, we've got to get some water for a man named Morpheus, who you can totally trust. I mean, just look at him. What a schlump. He wouldn't hurt a fly. Some things I've unlocked. Titles, which are a little nifty as you can mix and match certain titles together. I like it. And then, the shop. Yeah, I've been playing for over a week and I still don't know what to spend my crystals on, so your guess is as good as mine. However, what I did earn was my Founder's Rewards, which gives me Crystalline Aura, which is this game's version of, say, ESO Plus, where it makes the game more convenient for a set amount of time. Quick travel is free, for example, crafting time's reduced, and so on. I can even choose my own little pet to follow me around. Aww. And then we've got some other goodies, but most of these items are for later in the game. I've also unlocked the roster. Essentially, you have two levels. Your combat level, which is specific to your character, and roster level, which is split across all your characters. So don't feel disheartened that it's taking a while to level up your roster. There's about 250 levels, so it's going to take you a while anyway. Right, enough dilly-dallying. You probably want to see some blood and guts, right? Well, allow me to oblige. One thing you may have noticed is the linearity of the game. That is somewhat still true later on down the line. Right now, this is just the prologue. The game follows a linear story, and you will be going from one place to another, but eventually it'll open up and you can go anywhere once you've obtained a ship. But it'll be a while. I'm level 31 on this very character, since this footage is pre-recorded FYI, and although I've been playing for 30 plus hours, I'm still about 10 hours from obtaining my ship, so patience is key. But then I'm also doing all the side quests.
What? That fool priest. I came all the way here and we found nothing.
Oh no! We found nothing! Whatever will we do? It's not like a city is going to magically appear before us because I am the chosen one. Well, what do you know? One of the greatest things about this game is the transitions from cutscene to gameplay. For example, watch how seamless this scene is. You'll see all of these enemies running towards you and think that the actual fight will just be 3 to 4 monsters and that the cutscene is just overcompensating. Nope! The combat, I think, will actually divide players quite early on. Sometimes it takes a bit of getting used to. You'll probably miss a lot since you're often facing the wrong way, but you can't deny the badassery sometimes.
Please, don't let me die. Get back.
Not gonna lie, to hear such a tough and gruff man such as him plead for help not to die, it's real sad. Ooh, pretty red thing. Going back to the cutscenes, one thing that I love is how it blends cinematics and gameplay together. There's scenes later on in the game where you'll see huge creatures in the background, and you'd think they're just FMVs. Until they come right up to you and start attacking. It's rather epic. Well, big guy, looks like it's just you and me. And Pokemon. No, seriously, look that song up. What a banger! Now, the one thing I have noticed that sometimes occurs is tooltips. Right here, the game is telling me to press Z to use my burst meter at max, but it's not full. So maybe tell me when it is at max.
Destiny calls to you, O Chosen One.
So I am the Chosen One. I mean, I was just guessing earlier.
I believe this is where we part ways. But rest assured, we will meet again.
No, well, bye, Morpheus. I'm sure we will meet again, and we can go for a nice, friendly beer.
We have a destiny, you and I.
Why does he have a spiky, evil-looking raven?
The pride of lions.
Ride home it is, then. Better get to it. We can't keep Destiny waiting.
Oh my god, he's a bad guy! What? But seriously, this actually threw me off guard when I first played this. I legit didn't know he was a bad guy up until this point. So props to the developers here for fooling me. And there we go, we've now beaten the prologue. Honestly, from looking back at this footage, the game really does get better. The controls take a bit of getting used to, but you can remap some of them if you need to. I'm having a blast playing this game, and I'm sure most of you will too, if you can get onto the servers. Whether or not this game will last long into the future, at least for the West, we will just have to see. But I hope it does. We'll leave it here for now, but don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave a comment on what you thought of the game. Because why wouldn't you? Winners always do. And you're a winner, right? So thanks for watching, and a bye-bye.